This page here covers two of the verb roots that we're going to be covering in Unit 1. The first is yats, to be called by a name, and aderiandere, to know or be in the know. So let's take a look first at the first verb root. Yats, call someone by a name. So this is a root where we only use purple prefixes. Let's go back to our prefix charts just for a second to look at some of our rules with conjugating this root yats with our purple prefixes. So yats is a consonant stem, C stem, it starts with a consonant. So we're only going to be looking at this first column. Now, this particular verb root yats doesn't use all of these prefixes because they're just not applicable. The verb root means for someone to call someone else by a name. So we can skip over all of these first prefixes that don't have to do with they to somebody, and we can focus on this group of prefixes right here. They to this bunch of people. There's just one prefix in this set that we don't have to worry about in combination with this verb root, and that's this one, yatsi. So let's just cross that one off. So now we're just working with these prefixes for that particular verb root. So that simplifies things a little bit. And remember, we have two exceptions, two little rules that we have to follow for this particular verb root. Because it starts with a Y, we see that we have an italicized E in two cases. We have yunge and yundade, whose E's will disappear when we combine these prefixes with our verb root that starts with a Y. So we have our root and we would combine it with this. We don't get yungeyats, instead we get yungyats. That E disappears in these two cases. Yundajets, not yundadeyats. We get yundajets, yungyats. So for this verb root and the possible purple prefixes that we can use, we actually only have 7 possible words you can create. These are the possible prefixes that we can use with the yats verb. Let's look at conjugating that verb. We put our root in here, and we just have to work with our two exceptions, which are right here and right here, our italicized E that is going to disappear, and then we have to place our accents and stresses. So I've gotten rid of our italicized E as per the rule that E is weaker than the letter Y. And now we'll place our accents. Okay, so the accents have been placed, and you'll notice that when we conjugate this verb, we get some short stresses and some long stresses. Let's talk about how we know when to make a long stress and how we know when to make a short stress. So we have two types of accents that we're using for this particular verb combination. The long stress, which is the accent mark followed by a colon, and the short stress, which is just the accent mark. Read your stresses, accents, and punctuation document and watch the video on that one page, but here's also another explanation for how to distinguish when to make the different accents. We make a long stress when we have this pattern, a vowel followed by a consonant followed by a vowel. In the case of runwayats, we have a vowel followed by a consonant followed by a vowel. Our accent always goes on the second last syllable, so we put it on the A, and we know that it's a long stress because we have this pattern, vowel, consonant, vowel. In the case of the vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern, we get an example like yundajets, where we see the accent on our second last vowel here on the A, and we know it's going to get a short stress, just the accent mark, because we have this pattern: vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. I like to think of the long stress pattern, vowel, consonant, vowel, being lonely, because you see this pattern has 4 items within it, and this pattern only has 3. So I like to think that we need this colon in there in order for this to be a little happy unit of 4. So this pattern gets the colon because we have this pattern. We need this colon for it to be a happy little pattern of 4 things: vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. So on Schoology, in the verb roots conjugated page, you'll find this sheet as an available download. You can print it out and practice using it as many times as you like. The top half is blank for you to test yourself and fill out the answers in the following fields: the prefix, the conjugation, and the translation. The answers are on the bottom half of the sheet, so you can fold the page in half and test yourself without looking at the answers and find out if you were correct, all on your own time. So let's check out our verb root conjugated in context. O nahoda ize yazayets. O nahoda ize yazayets. This is in brackets because we can leave it in or out. O nahoda yazayets. What do they call you? What is your name? You can use that in your translation. That's the sort of street English that we would use for this translation. So although it's not a direct translation, that's what it means. So we can go ahead and use that. Sawadis ne yung yats. They call me John, or my name is John. See this ni here? That's sort of a particle that we use to join these two thoughts, and it's also something that we use to quantify things. We'll learn more about that in later units. Sawadis ni yongyats. You could also just say sawadis yongyats, but using the ni is a little more proper. Sawadis ni yongyats. O nahoda raunha runwayats. Once again, you can leave raunha out. So o nahoda runwayats. What do they call him? Or what's his name? Dawit runwayats. They call him David, or his name is David. O nahoda agaunha yundajets. O nahoda yundajets. What do they call her? Or what is her name? Wari yundajets. They call her Mary, or her name is Mary. O nahoda runuha runwadiyats. What do they call them? Males or males and females. Runwadi is the prefix that we use for a mixed group of people, males and females, or just males. Runuha refers to them, as in a group of males or a group of people, male and female. So what are their names? Otnohoda runwadiyats. Curly, Larry, Nukmo, Rumwadiyats. They call them Curly, Larry, and Mo. Their names are Curly, Larry, and Mo. O nahoda, o nuha, gunwadiyats. Gunwadi is the prefix we use for them females, them to them females. So this is a group of women only. It's not men and women, it's just women. So, o nahoda gunwadiyats. What do they call them females, or what are their names? Thelma nuk Louise gunwadiyats. They call them Thelma and Louise. So notice that gunwadi can be 2 or more people, not necessarily an entire group. Same with runwadi. This could be 2 people or more, or 2 males or more.